My deepest and heartful pranams to Acharya Vasudev ji. This is a very wonderful experience. I have experienced it before.
Actually, it was very nice.
Sharanagati, as I've said, is not surrender. What is Sharanagati? We will try now. We will go in this workshop in Neti approach. Neti is not this, not this. People who have visited Tirunamalai must have read the small book called Who Am I? Right? The Who Am I book approach is not this, Neti. Right? So we'll go with that. Here we will try to understand what Sharanagati is not. Then we'll understand what Sharanagati is. Right? Is Sharanagati surrender? No, Sharanagati is not surrender.
Participants gained especially the physical, mental and spiritual wisdom.
The Sharanagati, if it is surrender, and if you surrender everything to God, and if you are performing things which are not according to the Dharma, then it is not surrender. Karam bada kis dharam bada. If you think and ask yourself, right, whether karma is big or dharma is big. Today morning, 9:30 a.m. I have to be in the office. If it is Kartika Paurnami or any other day, right, me going to temple is important or me going to office on time is important. So, karam bada hai ki dharam bada hai? This is the biggest question we are struck today. Why most of the people, I talk to many people around the world, the biggest question is, as and when the Kali Yuga is approaching, far and far, the things are, as time is passing by, there are many questions in Sanātana Dharma, how to answer it. If your occupation, your business, your responsibilities, your relationships, your wealth, your prosperity, is it more important than Dharma? Is that more important than Dharma? That is what is the key question. And without finding an answer to it, Sanātana Dharma, following it is very, 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 very difficult, friends. Sanātana Dharma, friends, is the only religion in the world. I proudly say today that Sanātana Dharma is the only religion which feels and believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. For us, everybody is same. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, entire world is our family. All the desert religions do not believe it. They feel their God is superior, we don't say that. They feel that people are superior, we don't say that. Their procedures are superior, we don't feel that. We are here because Dharma is not religion. Sanātana Dharma also, if you would use the English word religion to Sanātana Dharma, it's an insult. Sanātana Dharma or Hinduism, Hindutva is not a religion. If somebody says religion, first say, don't call it a religion. It is a way of life. Sanātana Dharma is the oldest way of life. The most ancient way of life is Sanātana Dharma. And that is what allows us to help everybody. We have to unclutch our wiring. And we have to make sure that time and again we are exposed to various procedures, and we have to switch over from this, what are we talking about now. In the last 1 hour, we are exposed to Bhakti Yoga, to Kirtan, Manan and Nidhi Dhyasan. We are exposed to some amount of Kriya Yoga with knowing about Sharanagati Upasana. Now we have to start our Jnana Yoga. It's very, very important, right? So switch over from each mode. We'll take a break here and think one question throughout your break: is my responsibility big or dharam big, or dharma is big? Is my job bigger or Sanātana Dharma is bigger? Is what I do towards the society is bigger or Sanātana Dharma, my responsibility to the society is bigger? Is my son or daughter bigger, or the consciousness towards Shiva is more priority? So these questions, if you do not find answers, Sharanagati is impossible. So one thing, dharam bada ki karam bada.
It's really wonderful. I know the real meaning of Sharanagati. Sharanagati means acceptance and witnessing without judgment, without reaction and all. I got the clarity.
तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्.
It is the karma, your occupation, here, your business, your job. As a housewife, your responsibility towards kids, your husband, right? Housewives, I say, is the biggest, most difficult job to perform in Kali Yuga. It used to be easy, to be very frank enough, right? The current mothers, when they talk to their mother, that mother says, I had 5 kids. 1 is equivalent to 50 here. Right? You are seeing that, right? So I had 5 kids, I had 7 kids, I used to easily manage that. Then different things were different. Now, the biggest, most difficult job is Kali Yuga. Even for her also, the karma is to take her family towards prosperity, right?
why we have taken birth అనేది అర్థమవుతుంది.
भजन कीर्तन निधि ध्यासन करने की क्षमता जो है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ मानव जन्म में ही है. दूसरे कोई भी जन्मों में भजन कीर्तन भक्ति योगा करने की क्षमता उस भगवान, उस अरुणाचल शिवा, उस महादेव, उस विश्वेश्वर ने नहीं दिया है. सिर्फ मानव जन्म को ही दिया है कि आप भगवान की प्राप्ति कर सको. देयर वाज अ बिग सेठ and one famous saint. He used to go to his house all the time. He went to his house and said, I want to gift you Bhagavad Gita, right? You please read this book. Then the sage said, I don't have that much time, but you still leave the book and go. I'll read sometime, right? So again the same saint went after a month, right? Then they said, I do not have that much of time to read this, the sage said. Then the saint said, I will give you a small book, only 12 pages, right? Only 12 pages, I give you this book. Please read this at least. There are some slokas of Bhagavad Gita. Then the sage said, please come after 3 months. He said, when should I come back to follow up? He said, after 3 months. Then after 3 months he said, this 12 pages, so many slokas, I can't read. Then he said, okay, take these 5 pages, right? Please read this. He said, now don't come back again. Come after 1 year, I'll check what it is. And after 1 year, the saint went again. He said, 5 pages is too much. Then the saint said, okay, I'll come back after 2 years. After 2 years, when I come back, please make sure you read this. Then the saint again, the saint met the saint again after 2 years. That Vyapari, he met him again. He said, I have no time. All through these 2 years, I have started another 5 shops. Right? I produced another 3 kids, 5 shops, all my kids, I am busy with them. I have to make sure that all those kids have another 5 shops, right? And they should be settled. I need to get them married and all that stuff. I don't have time. Then the saint said, leave all those things. Leave all those things. Whenever you have time, just say Narayan, 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 Narayan. Radharaman Shri Hari Vallabh, Radharaman Shri Hari Vallabh, he said, just repeat these things. You don't have time for Bhagavad Gita, 12 pages, 5 pages, at least repeat this shloka. The saint said, I will not come again. Right? You just do this and some relief you'll have it. After 5 years, the saint went there. The saint was godly. Most saints who do sadhak, who are sadhanas, priya, who do sadhana a lot. Even if you do a sadhana for half an hour in a day, you will see some cosmic things. Right? So here, that saint was in sadhana for years together. He went there to that house of the Seth. He knocked the door. His youngest son, he came in and he said, where is your father? The saint asked, where is your father? The big Seth, the Vyapari. He said, he has died. He's died. So, the saint has looked around. Saint has looked around. There was a buffalo tied near that house. The saint went to that buffalo and he said to the buffalo, I have told you to do the Bhagavad Gita, you didn't do. I've asked you to do something else. I've asked you to at least do Narayana Japa, you didn't do anything. Today, with that love and affection towards wealth and riches which you have got it, you have taken a janma of a buffalo and you are tied and you got yourself tied in a place where the shed is built and underneath the shed all your khazana is stored. Got the point? So, as a buffalo, then that Seth felt that when I was a human, I had the capability to do bhajan, I had the capability to do kirtan, nidhi dhyasan, right? To listen to things, to do sadhana, right? Now, as a buffalo, sadhana not possible. Intellectual capabilities are possible as a buffalo, but not as a human. Skill, no skill, only milking, right? And as any animal on this planet, that human birth, as I've said to you, मानव जन्म का मूल आधार ही भगवान प्राप्ति होता है. उसके अलावा आप कोई भी कार्य में लगोगे वो व्यर्थ ही है. भगवान प्राप्ति के लिए जो आप करते हो वही कुछ मूलाधार बन सकता है, पर आप उसके अलावा कोई भी चीज करोगे वो व्यर्थ ही है. Human Janma is only for achieving the God, and Sharanagati is the only way to achieve the God.
Actually, what they are given in this workshop in 3 days of sessions, it is given for the self-empowerment, self-ascension and knowing a self, who am I, why I came this universe. 100% when we are know about who am I, a very good impact is there. Very good impact is there.
Sharanagati Upasana is must practice every day. Tomorrow again we'll do. From Monday, don't miss it out for the next 90 days at least. Do it like a mandala. After 90 days, it will become a part of life that has more advantage on your neurological system, your sleep disorders and all. And whenever you feel that there is a sleep deprivation, you do this Shanti Nidra twice, or otherwise once in a day suggested. You can do this in sitting position also, equally effective, almost 90% effective. But when you go to a temple or meditation hall and all, you can practice there as well, because in that presence, the temple vibes, things will work out better. We've been doing this since many years on many people. It has worked like wonders. Many people who had body aches, pains, surgical pains, orthopedic issues, many of those who couldn't sleep due to various reasons, physical, mental, emotional, this works a lot, because this is a journey through your inner self to the consciousness of Shiva. In Western world, this is changed and presented in a different format. Fortunately, even that works for many people. They've been practicing, and many sleep organizations are also practicing this in different name. They change the name, they change the branding, but still working because it's part of our culture and Sanatan. your Sharanagati Upasana, the major barrier what you see, because most of you have observed the sadhana balam is high, right? You will not be facing much problem. I've seen it in your Shanti Nidra also and Upasana also, right? Except for one or two people, almost all are on the go. But if you really feel there is some trouble, the trouble will be from thought per second. Normally a human mind has 6 to 7 thoughts in a minute. It's close to 100 plus thoughts in an hour, and it happens as long as you're in Jagrata Avastha. So TPS, thoughts per second rate, should be decreased. This is one area where so many thoughts flow into you, flow out of you, and you just keep thinking about it and meditation doesn't happen. Many people have been practicing meditation but it doesn't happen. Kavya Kanta Ganapati Muni, one of the ardent follower of Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi, and they say Kavya Kanta Ganapati Muni is a person who has named Ramana as Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi. Even today, there is a famous incident which happened in Kavya Kanta Ganapati Muni's life. He and his brother were living in Tirunamalai. He belongs to some remote district in Andhra Pradesh. When he goes to Tirunamalai, and he was singing hymns of Arunachala Shiva in the temple, and for that in those days music used to be a service to the god. And Kavya Kanta Ganapati Muni was there singing hymns. And there came a certain season where there was drought in Tirunamalai. There was not much with the public as well, and even the basic food was difficult for Kavya Kanta Ganapati Muni. He has written 30,000 poems about Arunachala and few about Ramana as well. And he was sitting in a temple on that day, didn't eat for last 2 days, himself and his brother. So he has prayed to Arunachala. He said, we have been composing your hymns. 30,000 poems is not a small thing. We've been singing your hymns in front of you in Arunachala in your temple, but today we do not have even food. We are starving for 2 days. And he was more worried about his brother rather than himself. Then an elderly couple have come. There was a small, we say it's a small stage. We call it in Telugu as Arugu. So he was sitting on that in a small temple, right? And the elder couple have come, and they have served them a sumptuous meal at around 11, 12 odd in the night. Almost midnight, they have come, they have served the sumptuous meal, and Ganapati Muni had it. This is not, I'm not talking about 500 years back, maybe in the years between 1910 to 30, hundreds of years back. So they were served the meal, and he was somebody who's had a great meal on that day, and he said to the elderly couple that what have you made this with? It is like Amrita. And next day morning they woke up, and anticipating the same couple, he asked the people there that where are those elder couple who have served food to me? The people there, the watchman kind of a person who used to serve there, he said, there is no elderly couple in this temple or its vicinity. We have never seen those elder couple, and yesterday I have locked the doors after you went in. There is nobody who could come. There is no possibility that somebody can come. They were nothing but Shiva and Apita Kochamba. Annamalai and Apita Kochamba came and served them. Today, right in front of Ramanashram main gate, on the right side, you have a Vinayagan temple, and there you will see the same stage even today, where Shiva and Parvati served him food. The stage is still there. You can still go, you can still visit. You can see the charisma. Such great Kavya Kanta Ganapati Muni said once to Ramana, Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, that I am not able to meditate, thoughts flow in, flow out. I've been trying since ages, I can't meditate. Such a great personality had that problem. So people like you and me having that problem is not a big thing. We should be having it, we will be having it. For that only thing is thoughts. Thoughts per second speed has to reduce. Right? The main problem is most of the time you are worried about the future. Listen carefully. Simple concept. You're worried about the future which drags you into the past.
Main thing was yoga nidra. Actually, yesterday night also I practiced this. It was very excellent. Fluctuating. I mean, the thoughts per second is not. And not coming more. Now I am stagnant.
Yeah, it was good actually. 3 days. I don't know how it went. Actually, Guruji has got a lot of patience, and then he was able to teach 3 things which I'll not forget forever. Okay, and I purchased the book also. Let me go through the book and then give the review of that book. But these 3 days, apart from Guruji, the volunteers, everybody have been very, very good actually, very cooperative. The final day after the Diksha, I was like, crying like anything. After that Diksha, like, when he put the Karungali Mala and all, that experience, like, I can't tell it, like, because you have to feel that experience. Okay, so many things in Sanātana Dharma is like that. You tell somebody, like, it happened to me like that, they'll say, he's telling bullshit. But only when you experience, okay, I got that real experience. Okay, so the 3 things that what he told, I'll continue for next 90 days. Definitely it will give results, because Guruji has concise, like, he has given it in a box, like, so that you can, like, instantly get the results. Otherwise, I should have gone through all those cycles and all. Good, like, so anyway, I was coming to Tiruvannamalai and I'll keep coming there. Okay.
And the many people I see, I will work and hard work until the last day of my life. 85 to 90% of the people say so. Right? Immediate question should be, what for? Have you seen those people? After retirement, I'll take another job. If not 2 to 3 jobs. Buddhi is accepting that after retirement, it is meant for clearing prarabdhas, right? Social, emotional angles which you have got to clear and you get ready, right? There's a big concept called death. The fear of death is high in most people. You should not. Buddhi is to make sure that you can't do it. Shakti is to be invested in making death an easy process. Buddhi is applying Shakti for things to change and understanding that at certain point it is only God's service. Right? And when it's only a Sanatani in the whole world, amongst all the religions, a Sanatani is the only person. I am very proud Sanatani and telling you, we are the only cult in the world which have understood death very easily. And we get prepared to it years before. You look at any other religions, any other cults, any other followings in the world, the fear of death is still high.
I felt inner peace.
Sharanagati concept is very good, and getting to know in detail with respect to this Sharanagati is, it is like experience based. Like how you take it, that's how you bow down. It is that way. How you fully get engulfed in that particular Sharanagati, and this was a very good concept. Basically, because of this highlight. Okay, we were introduced over here to know what exactly it is, and all the concepts, whatever was there inside, it was already new. Okay, I mean known fact. It's not like new; it's a known fact. But how exactly you get into and can penetrate and actually get into this was awesome experience when we really came here. And yes,
How this 3 days workshop will actually get a inner peace. Really, you get it in inner peace?
of course, that's what it all depends on how a person takes it and what he or she lives. It is LEAVE and not LIVE. Okay. When you leave something, when you are empty cup, you can gain something.
unless that, and that is it was very good experience of that part actually. And the living in Sharanagati is really awesome. It's like you cannot explain few things.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva. I welcome you all for one of the most important days of your life. I think all of you had a very silent night yesterday. If anybody had any disturbance, we have to follow a very structured pattern before we do an initiation of Shakti Kechari Mudra. Let me brief you about Kechari Mudra. So in the last 2 days, you have been in a very structured way. We have worked on your knowledge, your skills, right? On the Jnana Yoga part, we have worked on it. Then we have known what is Karma Yoga. Right? Based on these 2 things, we have learned a few things like Sharanagati. What is exactly Sharanagati? We have learned few concepts of how already we live our life, like the inner picture, outer picture, I, you, them, him, and all such concepts we have learned. Then yesterday we have tried to know what are the Panchamukhi Mrityunjaya Margas of the Mukti. Right. Then apart from that, we have learned in detail how Sharanagati can happen, where it can start. We have seen many live examples, and above all, we have learned Sharanagati Upasana. Right? We have done it twice. 3rd time we will do. And in the first time, I'll give you a few signals and formless features of Sharanagati Upasana. If you don't feel it, I will repeat it for the 2nd time as Sharanagati Upasana, which will be for 15 to 18 minutes, right? Then at a certain point, we initiate Shakti Kechari Mudra. Kechari Mudra is one of the toughest, most important part of meditation techniques. So what I am training you today is only Ardha Kechari Mudra. Ardha Kechari Mudra. Purna Kechari Mudra is done by few top saints who are not in Grahastha Jivan. And as you start this Ardha Kechari Mudra, there comes a point where you initiate towards the Purna Kechari. The program which you have attended today, there are another 2 levels. This is Sharanagati level 1, this is Sharanagati level 2 and level 3. Pasana which is trained to you, right? The 3rd and if possible the 4th cycle also will complete today. Right, that you practice for the next 90 days as a mandala. It has to be a cleansing, because the body cleansing, as I've said to you yesterday, I've focused so much on cleaning your homes, right, making a prosperous environment. Like I said that you go back to your neighborhood cleaning staff, talk to them, the Safai Karamcharis are the pillars of this country, right, do that. And today we'll entirely focus on cleansing your body. As I've said to you, राम तभी आएंगे तब आपका घर साफ सुथरा हो और आप राम को बुलाओ तो उस तरीके से बुलाओ. मीरा yesterday we had a bhajan, right? भगवान आएंगे पर मीरा के जैसे बुलाओगे तो आएंगे. So we were talking about homes. Now today Shakti Kechari Maha Mudra is we are invoking the Shakti and the Mahashiva into our so-called consciousness and body. First the body, then the consciousness. So how clean it has to be, right? How clean it has to be. When a mother gives a birth to a child, if you see, initial days, it is the most cleanliest thing happening in the nature, right? Then eventually the prarabdhas build on. So here, if the Lord Shiva, the Parameshwara, the Ishvara has to come and reside in your consciousness, then he needs certain conditions. And in last 2 days, I am just preparing you with those conditions. Most of it has been conditioned to you. It's only that how well you implement it. Alright? Few 2 more things are left. Only things left are Yukti, Bhakti and Mukti. These 3 things will do. And the most important aspect of a Sharanagati to get initiated for Shakti Kechari Maha Mudra is integrity.
नमस्ते टू ऑल. 3 दिन का प्रोग्राम बहुत बढ़िया रहा. Really, it was very हमारे को it's an enlightening program. You can say that we got a lot of knowledge from the program, and we understand what is Sharanagati, how you can enter to the divine. So Guruji explained so well really you can say that it's a very good experience, and really I'm thankful to Guruji.
With Lord Shiva can be seen today. This is the only two things which I will tell you today, and then we get on to the Shakti Kechari Maha Mudra. Right? So here, as I've said to you in Kali Yuga, the best way, according to me, I may be wrong, but according to me, the best way is following the path of karma and always 24/7 being in the path of Bhakti Yoga. These are the best ways, and Bhakti Yoga, as said, there are three different things. One is your Prekshaka path, Sakshi Bhava, right? Second thing is Bhajan, Kirtan, Naman, Nidhi Dhyasan, Japam, Nama Jap. Second thing, and third thing, as I've said, Dana. It could be social service, financial service, emotional help to people, because mental issues are for real. Right?
You attended these 3 days, and how is this Shakti Kechari Maha
I
Mudra?
was into spiritual. I learned with someone.
Okay.
So now today, from 3 days I got clarity, more clarity.
More clarity. Good.
Nice. It is nice actually. It is nice when we are practicing daily. It will go for the path of the what they are given for the ultimate truth. It will go to our path. So we will reach that journey also.
Yeah, today it was ultimate actually. I never expected this kind of a past 2 days, whatever that I seen, I didn't expect it on the third day that I'll get transformed to such an extent. Thank you very much, Guruji, and then I'll keep coming. Whenever the program is there, just let me know. I'll come again and again. I want to experience that.
The arrangement also very good. The food and the logistic, everything is very amazingly arranged, and really thankful to the Deva Foundation team and Guruji. Thank you so much. Again, we want to attend your program. Thank you so much. Hari Om.
The food served was very good, and matching the authentic local states, and we had a very good this sangat from the Guruji also. Very, very happy to participate in it, and really more such occasions should come arise in future.
it's a nice experience. Like, instead of like, going through my review or whatever that I say, you should come and experience. Okay, that's where you will like it actually.
సో ఈ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎట్లా ఉంది అని ఎవరన్నా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలంటే వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ ఒక్కసారి పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తే దీని ఫుల్ మీనింగ్ అర్థమవుతుంది.